The day the truth came out, my neighbor started screaming that the life she was living was not hers.
Someone, please!
Grace, what is it?
What's wrong, sister?
At first, we thought she had gone mad. My name is Musa, and I grew up in a quiet street in a small town in southern Nigeria. Everybody knew everybody. We shared food, attended the same church, and helped each other during hard times. 2 houses away from mine lived a woman named Madam Agatha. She was old, quiet, and always watching people. She rarely laughed. Many children in the street were scared of her, but nobody could say exactly why. Next to her lived another woman named Grace. Grace was kind and hardworking. She sold vegetables in the market and took care of her 2 children alone after her husband died. But Grace's life was full of problems. Her shop kept failing. Any business she started would collapse after some months. Sometimes her children would fall sick at the same time. She struggled for years while other people around her were moving forward. At the same time, Madam Agatha's life suddenly changed. Even though she was already old and had no known business, money started coming to her. She renovated her house, she bought a new freezer, and even started lending money to people in the street. People were surprised, but in our town, we mind our business. Everything stayed like that for almost 7 years. Then something strange happened. Grace suddenly became very sick. It was not the normal kind of sickness. Some days she would be fine, the next day she would start crying and saying strange things. One night, around 2 a.m., we heard shouting from her house. Many of us ran there. Grace was on the floor, shaking and crying. Her eyes were wide open, like someone who had seen something terrible. She kept shouting, "Give me back my life. That is my life. You stole it." We tried to calm her down, but she kept pointing toward Madam Agatha's house. That was when things became serious.
Easy now, Grace. I've got you. There you go. All set.
Her brother came from another town and took her to a seer. In our area, when sickness behaves strangely, people look for spiritual help. 3 days later, her brother returned with the seer. The man was old and quiet. When he entered Grace's house, he asked everyone to step outside except a few family members.
Listen, the shouting is getting louder. I know, I'm so worried. What if it's serious? We must wait.
We waited outside for almost an hour. Then we heard shouting inside the house. The seer came outside and said something that made everybody freeze. He said someone in the street had taken Grace's destiny. Nobody spoke. Then he slowly pointed at Madam Agatha's house. At first, people said it was impossible. Madam Agatha was old. She had lived there for years. But the seer insisted. He said Grace was supposed to be very successful. According to him, her destiny was strong, but someone had used spiritual means to exchange it. He said the person was living the life meant for her. Later that evening, people gathered in front of Madam Agatha's house.
That is Madam Aga's house.
When they called her outside, she refused. After a long time, her son forced the door open.
Push harder! It's giving way! One more time! Together now!
What we saw that night is something I will never forget. Madam Agatha was sitting on the floor surrounded by strange items. There were broken mirrors, red cloth, feathers, and small clay pots. The seer walked inside quietly. Then he asked her one question. "Where did you keep it?" Madam Agatha started shaking. At first, she denied everything, but after some minutes, she suddenly started crying loudly. Then she confessed. She said many years ago she went to a powerful shrine because she was tired of living in poverty. The priest told her that the only way her life would change is if she exchanged destinies with someone close to her, someone who trusted her. She chose Grace. According to her, the ritual was done using personal items. After that night, things started changing. Money started coming to her while Grace's life slowly became difficult. When people heard this, the whole street became silent. Nobody expected it. Grace trusted her. She used to greet her every morning and even helped her sometimes with food. The seer said the destiny could still be returned, but the ritual to reverse it was not simple.
Spirits of the ancient world, accept these offerings and grant us your dark wisdom.
They performed the ritual that same night. Around midnight, we heard Grace screaming again from her house, but this time it was different. After some minutes, the screaming stopped. The next morning, something strange happened. Madame Agatha collapsed. She was rushed to the hospital, but she died before sunrise.
Madam Agatha!
What's happening? Help her up! Get her inside!
Agatha, stay with us!
At the same time, Grace woke up looking stronger than she had in years.
Buy your fresh tomatoes here. Customers come and buy your fresh tomatoes. Look how fresh and red they are. Perfect for your stew.
Within the next 2 years, her life completely changed. Her vegetable business grew into a big food supply business. Her children got scholarships and moved to the city for school. Today, she owns one of the biggest stores in the local market. But whenever people talk about Madame Agatha, nobody forgets what happened, because we all lived on that street. Sometimes the people who smile at us every day may carry dark secrets in their hearts. Life is not always fair, and there are moments when good people suffer while others seem to enjoy what they did not work for. But time has a way of revealing hidden things. No matter how long the truth sleeps, one day it will wake up. So be careful with the people you trust. Protect your life, your dreams, and your blessings, and never allow jealousy to enter your heart, because the price of evil is always heavier than the reward. Moral lesson: what belongs to you will always find its way back to you. A stolen destiny can never bring real peace. In the end, truth always finds a way to speak.